If you're looking for warm, spicy tobacco fragrance for a great price, this could be for you. This one has been around quite a bit, but it's still selling because it is good. Welcome to my place. My name is Dave. I was literally shocked by this silly bottle of how good it smells. This is CK1 Shock by the House of Calvin Klein Spray Time. Good sprayer, funny kind of bottle, but still good. I have a couple of friends that would often ask me for suggestion on fragrances because they're beginners. So most times I'll just tell them to start with cheapie stuff under 50 bucks. It will help them to test the water on the type of category they will like. I don't want to kill their enthusiasm by the likes of Polo Green or Lapidus. Those killed me in the beginning and I hated it. But then, you put an indentation in my mind, you put a very strong, negative vibe that it took me a while to get used to. So it's better to start my friends slow or for beginners and train their nose to adjust with time and experience. Now, if you've been around this fragrance hobby game, I'm not joking about the nose needs time to adjust and get used to it, especially when you're talking about oud. But other than oud, there are quite a bit of notes that I still have trouble with. It churns my stomach. So, yep, it takes time. Now, on the top, I get lavender. It's more of a modern take on lavender. It doesn't go old school, even though it came out in 2011. Now, right away, there's also spiciness that come to play, and that is very pleasant. There are also some other notes, more of a fruity, sweet fruity notes. I wasn't able to pick out exactly what fruit it is, so I had to look it up, and it turned out to be mandarin and cucumber. Yep, that's a pretty cool combination to be on top note. Now, that plays very well with the lavender. That sweet, fruity, orangey smell and that green, watery, fresh cucumber. I gotta tell you, this is a very nice combination. And the more I use it, the more I enjoy it. Now, for this $20 fragrance, it's so enjoyable and pleasant. I'm quite shocked. I keep playing with that word. Anyway, I guess what they meant by when they named it shocked. Now, don't buy this bottle thinking you're getting a true flanger CK1. No, this is not even a cousin of CK1. This is like a summer staple for a lot of people, the CK1. While this shock is more for the cold weather. It's a great cold weather cheapie. Like I said, 20 bucks 100 ml and 30 for 200 ml. Now, usually, you gotta know, for this cheapie, you're not gonna get the longevity. I get about 2 or 3 hours. Performance is acceptable for that, that 2 or 3 hours. Now in the middle, right away, I get that pepper. It comes pretty quickly. The pepper and the sweet cardamom and coffee. Yep, and right away, tobacco comes in. The tobacco, amber, and some woodiness. Now, because it's cardamom and tobacco, I give vibes of Dolce & Gabbana the one. Now, I say vibe, not clones, okay? Just make sure. Also, I gotta say that because of tobacco fragrance, there's a lot of them. So I would say, yeah, you could say there's similarity between this and the other stuff. Other tobacco heavy fragrances, they're in the same genre. So there's nothing to argue there. But I gotta tell you, this is on its own. I don't have anything exactly like this. Nothing that is an exact copy. There are a lot of tobacco scents. This one's more of a cherry pipe tobacco to my nose, and I kind of like it, but I do still prefer the tobacco leaf and also like the cigarette smells. I think those are more interesting, but this sweetness is not so much. The cherry tobacco sweet is semi, I would say that. So it's still good, It definitely punch above the price point of 20 bucks. For sure, I would say this is maybe $30 or $40 type of smell. Now, the good about this CK Shock is that it smells great for the price. It's super cheap. So don't waste your money on a $10 fragrance. Just spend $8 more and you will not smell cheap. Also, the positive is that it is a good tobacco fragrance for beginners. Easy to dip your toes if you want more than the typical sweet citrus aquatic category. Okay, and the bad is the shortgevity. I don't think that's even a real word, but it's the lack of longevity. I get about 2 or 3 hours, And it does project, okay? I have to emphasize that it's not a poor performance, at least it projects decent. And after that, it sticks around as a nice skin scent, okay? Now, the bad thing is, you might say this is synthetic. But you know, what can I say? 98% of my 1,400 bottles are synthetic, okay? I gotta tell you. And I'm enjoying the heck out of it. Now, about the tobacco, to my nose, it's not too powerful or offensive, so I can get away with it in most everywhere. You might want to judge it for yourself what situation you want to use it on, okay? I do want to add that I was chatting with a friend, and he brought this up too, and I have the same sentiment. He said that he also has a backup bottle of this one like I do, but he doesn't use it as often as he think he should. And I have same thoughts. And then it dawned on me, this is one of those that we do enjoy, but we just don't reach for it, and we don't know why. Maybe it's not super unique enough. It's just so pleasant, though. All right. Now, I do think it's a little bit masculine, but you know, I tend to enjoy smelling tobacco on ladies. It's quite sexy and sensual, and it's a touch of warmth. I think that's the best way I would want to describe it. At the base, where the tobacco comes in, there's a feeling of warmth. Adding the cardamom still there, and I still get a coffee and mandarin at the dry down. So that's quite interesting, though. The citrus is still sticking around. As much as similarity to other tobacco scents, I don't have an exact copy of this, so it really can stand on its own. And lastly, if you're a beginner on this fragrance hobby and this bottle, you know, I would recommend it to most of my friends. Just go for it. And if you have a large collection like I do and you don't have this, yeah, that's a tough decision. But I still enjoy this one whenever I use it. So in my opinion, it's a great cheapie that, you know, just go for it. It's $18 for a 100 ml bottle that lasts you a while. If you don't like it, give it away. I'm sure some other people will enjoy it. All right. I hope that is helpful. Super quick review. And as always, see you next time.